Welcome back, everybody. Dracs Fantastic here. Explore Vintage Story. Yes, those are bees buzzing behind us. And just like I've said for the last 4 episodes, we're building a new bee enclosure, but we're also doing 16 other things. Last time out, we got very lucky and trapped some pigs. We've got 3, I'm pretty sure they're all female. Maybe one of them will change to a male. Maybe we'll get lucky. Don't think so. We need to hunt down a boar out there. That's on our list of things to do. Put that on the long list. We planted some pumpkins, which I don't think are going to be up in time to do anything with them, but they'll probably end up being Christmas pumpkins at this point. But, you know, pumpkins are fun. Pumpkins are fun. This time out, we are going to finish the bee. This episode is called Bees. Let's finish the bee enclosure. Funding for this video is provided by viewers like you. I make these little stairs. I make these little not stairs. I make these little like posts to sit on, these little dirt things. My friend Eon was like, I was watching him sit down, and I don't. Has that always been in the game where you can hang your feet off the side, or is that new and I just totally missed it? I'm embarrassed to know that was always there and I never knew it. Let's just delete that. Let's just delete the waypoint that shows that we died. Hi, bees. How are we doing? Harvestable, low populated. So we're almost ready to do these. I think we're ready to do it. I don't know what we're going to do about the roof. I want to get some like fancy stones. Look at that sun. I fed the pigs. Let's keep that grain in our pocket and we'll keep feeding them. I don't think... Whoa. It's coming in. I don't think this is 1.5 days in. These are ready to go to the next one. And this is ready to have them, right? What did I just do? Oh, they're there. Will turn into leather in 4.5 days. Sweet. Now we can do like this. 48. Come on, game. All right, get out of here, Dracs. We don't have any leather to deal with. I think there's one sitting on the ground that we're not going to deal with that. How are the pumpkins coming along? How's it coming? 5 hours and 30 minutes. We're gonna see some growth in this playthrough. Yes, I'm aware that the roof is not finished. So we need like a rubber mallet or something. I don't think... Oh, we've got it. I don't know how this works. Do we just hit this? Let's see. Yeah, that does that. Stone quarry. Cutting, splitting, storage. Finishing chisel, easy for Dracs to say, oh my gosh. When used on a slab will give polished stones. When used on a slab will give bricks. Rough cut chisel will give, when used on slabs will give you stones. We want this one. We want a finishing chisel, which I actually think I didn't make. We just need to do that. I don't think it's... I think I just did this because we were taking stones the last time, but we should double check Drax's math. We've got a bunch of spearheads. Don't let me make another... I almost made another spear a couple times ago. I don't see it. The shovel's almost dead. Our pickaxe looks like we're okay. The knife looks okay. So can we do a couple more? Copper. I mean, that's going to be the easy way to go. But I think we can make some more bronze. Let's just make sure that there's not... That's a crucible. Is there another crucible laying on the ground? It would tell if something was in there. Let's set this here. Let's grab all of this. I'll hate myself later if I make all of it, right? And then there's definitely more tin, right? It's definitely more tin than this. This is all the tin there is. 63 tins. We could heat this back up to get 300 units. Oh, there's 2 bronze things in here now. Well. We could heat this back up. Right? That's how it works. That's how it works. And in the meantime, brown coal, which I think we can actually use for this, right? But it burns at 1,000, and this needs to be 950, so we can use the brown coal. That we can use the brown coal. Brown coal. All right, perfect. Cool. Do we use these 2 or yeah? I mean, we're gonna pour 3. I guess we'll pull these 2 guys out of here. This is for like nails and such, and a rainy. That's my rainy day fund. Let's put 1 more down. I can put this back up here. Let's put these 2 in here. There's a bunch of brown coal like right down below. That's why we have some in case you've forgotten. I'm sure you haven't. I realized that some of you, there was somebody that left a message. There was someone that made a comment just recently. It was like, "Oh, I just found your series. I binge watched all of them." I was like, "Wow." What it must be like when I'm right now, I've recorded a bunch of these in a row because I'm working on something else, so I'm trying to get a bunch of these done, and like, but most of the time I record them week to week or a couple at a time, and so like I'm not so like sometimes it'll be 2 weeks since I've played, and I've played so many games in between, so it's got to seem like I've lost my mind most of the time. I can't remember where things are. We bury food underground that's down there for 6 months, right? It's not your typical playthrough. All right, that's going faster than I thought. That's good to go. All right, let's do this. Hide all of these. This hammer has 40 hits on it. Perfect. A shovel and this thing that is called something. Shit, Dracs. Stone quarry cutting guide. It's called, when used on a slab, will give you polished stone. A finishing chisel is what we need. Finishing chisel. Wish we could search. Tin bronze pounder caps. Finishing chisel head. There it is. I'm sure this is going to be so easy. Wait. What the hell? Okay, I was like, is the whole thing getting knocked off? It really is easy. Holy crud. Yeah, I think we do some polished stone, maybe andesite. Wow, it's crazy looking. Is this thing ready to pour? It is. I was watching one of my really good streamer friends play Vintage Story this week. He's such a talented dude. He the way he builds things, like everything looks so great and it flows, and he takes inspiration. He does something that I'm not sure I've done. I think I've done it on whoops, that scared the crap out of me. I think I've done it once where I've taken like a picture of something and built from that picture. I mean, I'm totally going to steal his idea. Like, his design is so cool for sort of like a fireplace in the middle of the room where you can access. I mean, I've seen it before, but like his look great. When you build stuff, I know that there's a lot of people that do that. I mean, I have a couple of different other friends too who have built things, and they said, listen, we saw this picture and I wanted to build this, and I don't necessarily do that. I think most of the time I just build something that I'm like, oh, this might be cool. I just build something like this might be cool. That could be the first time I've ever used the chunks on a reheat. It's so beautiful out here. I want it to be summer all the time. I know that I'll be like, oh, winter's beautiful too, but who are we kidding? All right, let's put the brown coal back. Let's hang that up. Let's put that there. Anything else? No. So we can just hit this thing. What do we have more of? Andesite. Might be kind of fun to do slate though. Requires a hammer. Of course it does. We're gonna have to make another hammer. But we're gonna blow through these hammers. Whoa, look at that. Cheater mode. Cheater mode. I like how it changed the color. That was cool. Guess let's go to this one. How many do we have? 32. I'm gonna do like at least the ceiling in this. So good. So good. I don't think I've ever made these for real. Like the process, every time I'm like, oh, I'd love to have the smooth stone, and then I read how to do it, and I look at the process, and I'm like, all right, I'll just use cobblestone. I'll just use cobblestone. But this process is more my speed. Oh, I guess there was some andesite ones in there. This is more my speed. All right, should we see how far that gets us? How much dirt do we have on us? Quite a bit. Refill the... Don't let me forget to keep... Oh, of course. Keep feeding these guys, right? We want them to grow and be happy. You can see the trap. It hasn't fallen. All right, so I guess what we'll do is this. We'll do the roof, and then we'll drop in and fill it from the top. So that there's not like the noise. You know what noise. Dracs, are you going to just make mistake after mistake after mistake? Yes. Yes, I am. How many hits are left on the shovel? 53. This was such a really cool build. I really enjoyed doing this. I know that like for most of you, stone quarrying is probably old hat, if you will, but I enjoyed that. We need to move more things out like that. Oh, Dracs. I've only used it, I think that's probably only my second or third time using it. So could have done more. Need to do more with it. It's also like you don't use as much of your pickaxe, right? Because I'm recording these like back to back to back. I have to wait for. I mean, the one I did where I asked like a series of questions. Can't wait to read those comments. I can't wait to read those comments. Boop boom. I wonder if we do these sides. I mean, I guess we just leave them. I mean, the stone looks okay. We're going to need to do something on the front here. I guess we could make this and then fill the dirt in so you can't tell. We could fill the dirt back in to make it look like a mountain. That's a lot of dirt, Drax. That is a lot of dirt. All right. My friend came into the stream and he was like, I can't do this low level 2 blocks. And I always thought it was just me. I don't think I've ever run into anybody else who was like, oh my God, I can't handle it. And it is. It feels like I'm going to hit my head. I mean, are we hitting our head? I don't think I can look at it myself because it's too close. I mean, I'm not. We're clearing it. God, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like we're looking right at the stupid block. And maybe this is a POV too, right? This making that happen. Oh, I was going to do windows, which means we have to do glass. Should we sidetrack Dracs that a little bit? I didn't lose that little lake down there. We'll need these guys. And we'll need some charcoal. Hi. How are we doing? Oh, we got lots of it. Holy shit. And then we've been making these. Do a couple here. One. Uh-oh. One. Drax's bags are full. Like this. I gotta believe we found iron, right? We totally found iron in this run. I think we did. We found borax. All right. These won't take very long. We'll have glass before we finish moving the bees over. What is all the shit you got in your bags, dude? What is all of it? Good. Cool. Boo. Good. All right, let's put away this. And this. We've got these extras. Just a lot of dirt. I mean, we're gonna need the dirt. When did we make that much charcoal? Drax Fantastic wants to know. When did we make that much charcoal? Can we see that trap from here? It looks like it's still up on the left there. How are these coming along? 92 hours. We should have dropped in from the top. Right? Alright, we got to fill this room. This dirt's going to go so fast. I used to leave like little holes in this, but I've decided that I don't want to do that anymore because I'm convinced without any kind of technical, without anything, I'm convinced that if I leave like gaps in the dirt, the game is like cool. So we can put a rift right here because there's gaps, like there's some place to put the rift. I'm just convinced of it. Hi. This isn't as big as we thought. Riveting content. Riveting content. We need to make more oil lamps. Did you see I left a spot? I'll leave this one thing open, right? And that'll be the one that haunts me. I'll be like, wait. I don't know how far up it should go. How are we doing? That's the last stack of dirt. Holy shit. Can we take this out of our hand? Never a dull moment. One of my other friends was like, you know, I think use sort of the same words to describe Aska as you do this game. Like there's always something to do. I don't want to play games where I don't know, like I feel like I don't want to play games. That's going to seem like a weird statement, but I don't want to play games where I'm just standing around doing nothing, right? Like there's always something to do in this game. All right. And so there's been a couple times where people are like, I like this game, but like, I don't know what to do in the game. And I'm like, how do you Like, I realize this is one of these games where it doesn't tell you what to do, which is a huge, which is something I love. But I think a lot of people probably have a hard time with that. Because you're like, well, what do I do next? Or I'm trying to think if there was times where I was playing this game where I was like, I don't know what's the next step, right? I'm not saying that I don't get to a dead end point, right? Like, where you're like, well, we've kind of done everything. It's time to start over. And let's do it all different this time. And let's do it better. All right, now we need to like sculpt this back into a hill, I guess. I mean, if we're being honest, we should take this down so we can go in that little lake right there, but I don't think we're going to do that. Where's the sun going? I mean, not bad. Not bad. There's way more dirt than I thought we were going to have. Can we hide this is the question. Do I want to? Man, it's getting dark. It's getting dark. What was that? Was that a bunny or just like a random... Oh, maybe it was a brick falling? We had to tear so much of it out to get it to get all of the bricks out. Where's the roof here? Oh, we're not done yet. I guess I'm trying to decide. We need some more andesite if we're going to do this. Probably didn't need to take 2 hammers. $15, I guess we'll just take it all down, right? We switched over. Clean up as many. Oh, look at the moon. The moon is full. It's so pretty. You got time for a photo? You bet I do. You bet I do. I don't think we need a lot of these. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough. We'll have glass in 7 hours. I think that's why I stopped. I stopped because I was like, oh, let's wait, because I want to actually put glass there. Of course, there's a... Hello, pigs. So happy you're eating. I heard something really bad. Oh, here he is. Think he'll chase me all the way up? I don't have a... Nope. Oh, that's fun. Oh, he was playing dead. What time is it? 20:15? Maybe we eat a little something, go to bed, and have that reset. Glass will be done. Oh. Do you see what I see? Pumpkins are growing. 23 hours. This might go faster than I think it's going to go. It's because I put all that bone. Whoa, look at the size of the moon. It's so big. I need a couple of moon shots. That's pretty good. I don't want any of the... I don't want a road in the shot. I want it to be all nature. Perfect. Perfect. I feel like these trees are taking their sweet time growing. What are we looking at here? Will mature in less than a day. I feel like you said that every time I look at it. Boo, 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 boo. All right, eat something. Eat multiple somethings. Sleep. Hopefully the glass will be done. It should be. I'll see you in the morning. We haven't talked about the well-rested buff that we've got. Well, I guess we've been keeping busy. This is going to be hot, I would guess. Maybe not. 553 degrees. That seems hot. Throw it in some water. Ooh, what a sound. What a sound. 24 pieces of clear, beautiful glass. Yeah, maybe we can do... Tries to find everything but what he wants. That's not what I want to do. Why do we have not this? Why is that in there? Where did it, what? I still think like the smart toolbar is something I need to invent. Do I want to hide the front of this? Probably not at this point. If we're going to put glass, you're going to know it's there. Hey, there goes the shovel. We got another flower. All right. I mean, as much light as possible, I guess. Where is this? Where are we going to? Here's the wall. So much better than I thought. So much better. Show me the... We got plenty. We got plenty. I guess we'll do some dirt sculpting out there. We'll do some dirt sculpt. We could do this just for in here to make it look more pretty. And then we can fill this in with that. Well rested. Man, it goes fast. So, what's going on up here? Just two? Good. Good. Almost done. I think there's going to be a serious light problem. Should we put these bees on some cool pedestals too? I think we should. I think I've come up with just the idea for it. All right. Remember how big it looked before? All right, can we do... can we put like... I don't think... And then maybe some... Well, maybe we'll put some other ones around the edges. Around the edges... Man, we almost need like another set of them. All right, then let's put the bees. Boop, boop. Should we do something fun here? Should we do a little light chiseling? Here's what we need to do, though. I don't think we have... Let's do, hold on, think about it. I don't think we have the thing that allows us... We're using QP's Chisel mod, and I don't think we have the thing that allows us to copy something. And I'm going to make one of these, and I don't want to, do six or eight of them. Let's just make this thing. I don't think... It's really hard to see if it's hanging, but it's not there. It's not there. While we're waiting for that to warm up, let's take some of this fat, which is not in there. And grab it. Oh, hey. Do I want to make all 8 of these? Probably. Let's make 6. Boo-boo. Let's make 6. I mean, I realize we're running everywhere and I'm also holding the lantern, so like that's why we keep burning through the food. Close the door, Dracs. Grab this, that, put this over there, grab this. What's this thing called? 649. We could have put the food in. We could have put the food in. What do we got? Oh, good. Let's do this and this. Here. Porridge. Spelt porridge with mashed turnips. Doesn't that sound amazing? I feel like my cooking should be going up. Oh, we're still going to get well rested here. Perfect. Hello. Here. Pantograph. That's what it's called, right? Tin bronze pantograph simple. I'm just going to build this one. This allows us to make one thing with a chisel and then copy it onto the next block. I'm all for the chiseling, but like if you're going to make the same thing over and over and over again, like unless you just, I don't know who would do that. Especially if you're going to make like 50 of something. If you're like doing a roof where it has like some, oh shit. It has some special place, like some kind of, special work on it. Like you're not going to want to do that 50 times. Do it once. All right, hold on. Dracs, focus. All right, good. And let's, perfect. Perfect. I'm getting pretty good at throwing stuff in there. It's almost as though I'm learning. All right, and let's put this away. Let's put that away. All right, what do we got in our bags here? Just everything. We don't need that hoe anymore. We used a bag mod on one of the servers, and it gave like so many bag spaces, and I got so lazy. I was like carrying my entire house with me. All right, food's cooking, so when we're starving out, we can come up. Bees are ready to move. We needed the chisel. How many hits does the hammer have left on it? 47. That might be enough. Hi, where do we put the chisel? I think it's in here. Grab the extra hammer. Grab the extra hammer. All right, let's put one of these out here. And then we need to decide what are we going to do here. How many do we have? 3? That's not enough. I just think there's going to be enough light. Sure, it's going to be fine. Sure, there won't be horrible things in here. All right, hi, I'm here. I'm ready. Let's chisel this thing. I'm gonna press every button but the wrong one. Let's make a little bee pedestal, shall we? Shall we, with maybe an accent point on it? Do 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 do. I wish we could copy the other side. I would really love to watch. I have a couple of friends who are very good at this and have spent thousands of hours probably chiseling. I think if I watched them chisel, my technique would probably be better, right? Right now my technique is just based on the 6 chisel things I've done, right? I remember when I learned that if you made a mistake, you could pull it out. I was like, wait a minute, what? I want to do like, I also have the problem, and I think we've talked about this before, like once I start, I can't stop. Can't stop chiseling. Like I'll chisel it all the way down to a nub. The good thing about working in one block though is that you can't get into too much trouble, right? Dracs Chisels, a vintage story adventure. This is another thing I promised myself I was going to do more of, right? More chiseling. Everything I chisel, I think I'm just like, I'm an Art Deco chiseler. Like, oh, that's kind of Art Deco-ish. I like Art Deco, so, but that's what it all reminds me of. Like these lines, clean lines. Does it go down one more? I think it does. Oh, it's also giant. Oh, maybe on these sides it only goes small. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe on these sides it only goes small. Can we... Aziz, light! I like when you hold the damn thing, it's like a flashlight. As soon as you set it down, it goes like... Brrr. Does the torch do the same thing? Like if I put a torch on the ground right here, will I get more light? No. It still seems really dark, right? Don't let me forget to pick up my... Don't let me forget to pick up my lantern. I'm famous for putting it down when I'm chiseling to try to see what I'm doing, and then it lives there. What are we doing here? Do. What I think is funny about these, right, is that like no one's gonna come in here except for me. But you know what? It's you who finds the pleasure in it, Drax. It's you who finds the pleasure in it. Come from the bottom, maybe it's faster. Yeah, we can do that. All right, then we're going boop. Nope. That would have been fun if it would come up. All right, and then it's coming around here. Do we have it connect? Then we'll finish this, right, and the bees won't fit on here. But I'll be like, I made this pretty thing for you. I think we're gonna put that back. Maybe. I don't know. I think it looks okay. Does it look okay? Whoops. Yeah, I think it's needed. I think it's needed. Art Deco Dracs. Almost. My masterpiece is almost complete. And then we get to mess with the copying. I always fuck that up. All right. Oh, hi. Get out of the way. What do you think? Did we go? I think on some of these I like left 2, on a couple of them I left 1. No, I guess they're all 2 except for this one where we want 1. Not that I think it matters. I like it. I like it. All right. So now we should be able to not have enough of these blocks to do this, but let's try to do one here. Let's pick back up both of our light sources. They're doing us no good on the ground. So, allows copying of another chiseled block. Press F for options. To save the shape currently in your pantograph to disk, press PF save. Left click to copy, right click to paste. All right, so left click to copy, right click to paste. Seems like we're missing the accents, Dracs. How did we... Paste only shapes. Paste shapes and materials. All right, let's try that again. Left click to copy. Right click to paste. Hey! All right. All right, we can do it 4 more times, and then we're going to need to go get more of these. And then, so we should be able to just go... Yeah. Oh, God, it's so good. It's so good! Looks like I missed some stuff on the ground, too. Perfect. Oh, I got 64 more. I got 64 more. We're not going to have to go and get more of them. That's awesome. That is awesome. So right now we have 4 bees, and this is going to give us fancy 9, 3, yeah, 9. That's not bad. All right, and then we didn't take out a couple of these here. A couple pieces of dirt. We need to go get all of the flowers we've accumulated over the last little bit and throw them in here. Oh, it looks good. It looks so good. I'm not worried about the light. Are you? Are you? I don't think there's any part that needs to be, well, just I guess maybe this. If we care about kind of hiding the... oh, man, that's great. Okay, so like look at how... Oh, well, now they put it on the outside so you can actually see it. That's cool. What did you come up here for, Dracs? What did you come up here for? Hang this. The flowers. The flowers. All right. Flowers, flowers, flowers. I don't think there's anywhere else we posted flowers. I guess we should make a little path around here too. All right, let's go. Oh, there's also we also got the flowers that were... We can put flowers on the outside of the building. Oh, is that 7 blocks? Did we make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Maybe not. On the front side. We have the flowers that are surrounding the current bees too that we can put into place. And the more flowers you have, the faster the bees will propagate. So if you don't have a lot of flowers and you're not like hard up to have a bunch of bees come in, then you don't really need to worry about it. You don't have to min-max this, right? Down to 30. I should have counted how many. 13. Looks like we might have got it all. There's a little bit of space by the door. Ooh. I like when I run across one that I've missed, right? It's hard to see because they don't sit directly, they don't sit directly in like in the center of the square, so sometimes you miss one or two. All right. Very cool. All right, let's do this. Let's grab these things. Let's take one. We need to make a bunch of them too. Hi. Can we grab this? Let's put him here. So good. So good. I think we'll just break the rest of these if they're all ready to be harvested. Harvest, 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 yeah. Do. I don't... Whoops. Yes, they hover. They don't need to be on stands. They don't need to be on stands, everybody. Oh, we didn't get attacked by any bees? Uh-oh. Let's grab this. My bags are full. Unbelievable. I mean, not unbelievable. Ouch. So we can definitely probably get a little bit of the buff here. And then we've got another one of these we could put somewhere. I don't know where. Inside the door, there's one there. There's one there. Just light it up. Light it up. All right, let's make a bunch of these. Let's put some of this. I think we're done with the dirt. I'm surprised. Like I did really, really well on like hoarding dirt, moving dirt around. More honey. There's a bucket of that here. Let's do this the smart way. And the smart way is not accidentally eating the honey. Look at all that honeycomb. Look at all that. 22. That's impressive. Yes, I'd love some mashed turnips. Some mashed turnips porridge. Thank you. Did I make enough room? I did. Hi, pumpkins. Where are we at? 1 hour and 21 minutes. Remind me to go up there and look at those before we get out of here. We need to make more of these. We went and got clay. We planted all those. They've got to be getting close to turning over, right? I think we can put these back in here for now. And then we can go zoop, boop, and put this up here and go 1. Oh boy, Dracs. I'm going to use all of this. Okay. There's 9, so there's already 1 in there, so we need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I did it. We actually did it. I know what you're thinking. I can't believe it. He's been saying we're going to move these things for 10 years. Look at how fancy it is. Look at how fancy it is. Huh? I love it. Can we take a picture? It make it last longer. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Should we put just a little bit of finishing touches here? And maybe some more... that made 2 Dracs. Some more flowers. That made 2. Don't fret. We've got plenty of stones. 225, 255. 12, that might be enough, but let's just overdo it. 16, 32. Hike. We'll grab some more flowers on the way down here. We went past it. I think the big move for me too was I The bees are wonderful, and I love them. But like having that constant humming noise, like it's a little much. I have bees. I had bees in one of my playthroughs right next to my house, and I swore to myself I would never do that again. I'm like, please don't ever do that again. Let's do flowers everywhere where we can out here, especially close up here. I think this is probably too far away. Oh, Dracs, don't fall down the hill, man. We got 6 more here. Yeah, I think this is too high up, but good. I think it's going to be a minute before the skep tells us, like, how many flowers are nearby. 118! Holy poop. That's amazing. That is amazing. I'm so happy with this. Ah, so good. So good. And they're pretty far away from the house. It turned out, like, it turned out better than I thought, actually. I mean, we could do the rest of this in like this fancy stone, but I love there's still some stone. And we drilled right into this mountain here. And as this kind of grows back, it'll look like there's nothing there. Hidden bees. Hidden bees. I think this is the perfect place to stop. With this much success, you got to know when to call it, right? You got to know when to call it. All right, after many, many weeks, we've completed the bee sanctuary underground. I think now the only test now will things spawn in here? It seems very well lit, but we'll find out. We'll find out. I mean, there's like, what is there? There's 6 oil lamps and 2 lanterns. It's like the sun in here. It's like the sun in here. I'm not even holding my lantern and it looks this good. I think this is going to meet or exceed all of our honey that we're going to need for this run. And we're going to use it to seal jars and make candles and all sorts of fun stuff. Next time, I don't know, like I think we continue to watch the pumpkins and maybe we'll do some pumpkin carving. And I think we need to start getting serious about where we're going to put the windmill and what that's going to look like. Probably need to tear down the smithy kitchen and redesign that too. Like where the smithy kitchen is now, that becomes the kitchen, I think, because it's right next to the farm. And then I think we move the smithy to wherever we were going to build the windmill. So that's sort of the future. I'm having such a wonderful time. I love the vintage story. I hope you are also enjoying it. Leave me a comment and let me know. Hey, everybody, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.